आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं।
Thank you, Rajshekhar ji. So we are doing seventh chapter, Jnana Vjnana Yoga. And we are summarizing it, where till now we have seen in the first verse, Lord has invited us to listen and also told the tips how to listen. And we are listening to God, and about his nature he is going to share. So how to listen? Listen attentively, not tentatively. Listen carefully. Listen with faith. Listen without doubt. Listen with love. Listen with, very important, that this is the goal of my life. Otherwise we listen to what YouTube videos, or we listen to movies, but not like that. The next question is that why? What will happen if I listen to this? What will I know? Lord has given one very interesting point, that after knowing this, you will not have any desire to know anything. You will be knowing everything, because God is the creator. Once I know God, then I know everything. Whatever is to be gained, gain. Whatever is to be known is known. So that will be the benefit of listening to this carefully. Then the third question, what we saw is that why there are so very few seekers if this knowledge is so great. Then the answer given by the Lord is that because he told that I only have created this world. So the world is so enchanting, so beautiful, so glittering, that people always want to experience it. People always want to see it, hear it, taste it, smell it, because the senses are outward. And that's the reason their attention will be mostly attracted towards what is outside than what is inside. And I am located inside. Till I am not interested about what is happening outside, I will not be able to focus my attention inside. And that's the reason many of us miss the point, miss the presence, and then keep talking about the events, situations, people, what they are doing. You know what happened, this person did this, this person is like that, what happened here, and that is what entire life goes. So that's the reason Lord says that very few people will seek this knowledge. And once I listen to this knowledge the way I have told, then only the understanding will be there, the desire will be there to experience the seer, because our attention is in the scenery. I'm more interested in scenery than the seer. But then you are the creator and this is the creation. Lord says, yes, that how did you create? He told there are three causes we saw. To create chapati, we require atta, we require some instrument, and we require either a cook or myself. So there has to be a material cause, there has to be an instrument cause, there has to be an intelligent cause. In all other fields, these causes are different, but here Lord says that I am the material cause, I am the instrument cause, and I am the intelligent cause. So what is the significance of knowing this is that God says that I am pervading everything. I am there in everything. And we saw last time that I am the sapidity in the liquid, I am the seed, I am the virility, I am the essence in everything what you see. So right now, suppose I am seeing the computer, I must say, okay, the God is present in this computer, laptop. In what form? The God is present in the isness form, is. The laptop is, but suppose I destroy the laptop will become, the mobile will become ash. But ash is. Suppose I put the ash in the earth is. So ultimately everything is, because it will go into the 5 elements. So the isness aspect, the existence aspect will always be there. And that's the reason, even if I don't understand this, I cannot imagine any thought without isness. I am there. All religions, they talk that beyond this birth, there will be my presence. And that's the reason other religions say, I will be present in heaven or hell, but I will be there. We say, okay, it is not only hell or heaven, there are 14 lokas, but I will be there. Because that thought is so ingraded in us that my existence will remain. My existence cannot go, cannot be nullified. And that's the reason we have this concept as rebirth, that I will be there in some form, some other form. My form will change, but I will be there. I will be conscious. And now very, very important point which is coming, where Lord again and again repeats the same thing in the entire Bhagavad Gita, that please know my two natures. And then Lord is going to say that one of the challenge what Lord has is that people do not understand my two natures simultaneously, because their focus is only on one nature and they forget the other nature. Okay, before we talk about the Lord, let us understand this concept, that you will agree with me that all of us also have two natures. How? There are many people know your outside nature, but there are very few people know what is your inner nature. No, actually, I am a very different person, but, people perceive me differently because my nature outside is different, but my real nature, I am very fun loving. I am that way a very nice person, but then outside my different nature comes because I have to play that role as a manager, as a mother, as a grandmother, but inside my nature is different. One example. Second example, suppose you go to somebody's place and say that your spouse, suppose the spouse is little famous and popular, and then you say your spouse is, like this, like this, like this, like this. He's so great, so many achievements, so many things. The spouse will say, no, that is all outside, but you come and stay with us for 2 days, you will understand what is his real nature, what is her real nature, that I know. And then other than that also, I also know that in reality, my inner self, what I know is different, and what I project outside is different. So Lord is saying, in the same way, I have got two natures. One is manifest, which is seen outside, and one is unmanifest, which is not seen. And that's the reason people miss out on this. People forget this, and then they keep crying, they keep cribbing, and they keep searching me outside and go to so many places to search me, where I'm again and again telling that main to tere paas mein hu. I am the essence in you, I am the existence in you. And the moment we start feeling that the Lord is with me, within me, then the fear goes, sorrow goes. Only when we feel that Lord is away and then He's not looking at me, then I feel fearful, insecure. So now Lord is going to tell us that there are two natures, and the challenge, what Lord is having is that people are not able to understand this nature. And why they are not able to understand, Lord is going to give many reasons in the further shlokas. So this we saw last time, that the lower nature is made up of 8-fold Prakriti, which is called his entire creation. 5 elements: mind, intellect, ego. These are the 8 things. Ramana Maharshi says Ashtamurti Bhru. Ashtamurti means 8-fold this nature is there. This everything is made up of these 5 elements: mind, intellect, ego. Then the higher nature is unmanifest, para. And then last time we saw this, that Lord is saying that I am the substratum of this world. The Lord is the substratum. The Lord is the cause. The Lord is the essence. Then why to get afraid? Why to feel insecure? Why to cry? Because those people who go away from this, they are going to God only, which is with me only. The example what is Lord is giving here is that the pearl necklace. The pearls are seen, but the thread is not seen. The pearls are many. The pearls are different sizes, different colors. That's the reason we find so much of variety outside in this world, but the thread is not seen. The thread is the substrate, and that's the reason we have to constantly remember this. The Lord says that once you know these 2 natures of mine, then your delusion will go, your sorrow will go, your fear will go, and then you will start seeking me, because that is my secret, which very few people know. I am the life principle in all things and beings. So we saw in last time that Lord gave so many examples what we can think of, that I am the light in the moon, syllable in Om, I am the sweetness in the sweet, I am the brilliance in fire, etc., etc. I am the desire, I am the creator of Sattva, Rajas, Taras, I am the creator of this Maya also. So what is the learning? This is a very important one. No, I understand this. Suppose we understand this, then we will start feeling strong. That is a very important point. The seekers, the devotees must always feel strong, not weak and crying all the time that this is happening, that is happening. And when we feel strong, when we are selfless, when we are detached, when we are devoted. When we feel weak in life, when we feel insecure, when we are selfish, when there is attachment to something, when the self-significance is high. So what is the implication of knowing this? That there are 2 natures. I will always feel strong. I will always feel secured. I will always feel that I am in the lap of the Lord. And my self-significance will be not going beyond a particular point, which makes me all the time restless, all the time emotional turmoil happens, all the time I get hurt. There is equanimity happens, because everything, Lord's presence is there, and I focus on the Lord's presence in every transaction. The transaction may change, I may fight, I may kill, I may show anger, I may say certain things, but within me, I know that the same Lord is there in me, the same Lord is there in the other person. Why me question disappear? This is a very important question. Seekers, devotees do not ask, Bhagavan, why did you do this to me? Why did you take away this person from me? Why you are giving this kind of experience to me? This question must disappear for a devotee and seekers after this knowledge comes. Because everything Lord only is doing. Why should I ask this question, that I'm actually questioning Lord's intelligence, as if Lord doesn't know, and saying, why are you doing this to me? I don't take credit, become arrogant of what I am doing, because I do give the best, leave the rest. I start becoming more and more selfless in my action. These are the learnings of understanding in day-to-day life. Before we start meditating on the Nirguna, Saguna, these are the immediate responses what we will have once we understand Lord's manifested nature and Lord's unmanifest nature. Then should I not enjoy? Yes, you enjoy the dharmic desires. What is good for the body you eat, what is good for the mind you eat, what is good for the intellect you think. What is the purpose of creating a family? What is the purpose of doing the job will be very clear. What is the purpose of life will be very clear. And all three will come in the alignment. Otherwise, I'm doing job for one thing, I'm doing creating family for one thing, I'm seeking spirituality in the other direction, and see there is a lot of confusion in all these things, and then say, no, I'm not actually, able to devote time in spirituality because I'm having job and family. That means there is lack of clarity of what is a purpose. All these three things must be in congruence, must be in alignment. Job and family is there to create Chitta Shuddhi. And once Chitta Shuddhi happens with some upasana, I create Chitta Ekagrata and start meditating on the Lord and realize whatever I want. Suppose I want Saguna, I will get Saguna. Suppose I want Nirguna, I will get Nirguna. Ramana Maharshi says, what is God? Whatever is God. So I must focus on the isness aspect. Existence is the aspect Sat Chit Ananda, not existence of something. But Lord says, though I am the creator of all, I am immutable, I am unattached, I am unmanifest, but I am beyond everything and no change happens in me. And very, very important statement comes in this chapter that I am in all, but nothing is in me. Now, Guruji gives very simple examples that let us take examples that the body and hair, in the hair, the body is not there. But in the body, the hair is there, because when the hair is cut, the body remains. Let us take example of nails. In the body, the nails are there, but when nails are cut, the life principle of the body, my existence is not there. Nail will have its own separate existence. The third classic example in Vedanta, the rope and the snake. The most important point, that the first one is not dependent on the second, but the second one is dependent on the first. There are people who are having bodies which very less hair, and there are people who are having lots of hair on the body. So the hair, nail and the snake are dependent on the body or rope, but vice versa is not true. In the same way, the creation is dependent on the creator, but the creator is independent of the creation. This is a very important aspect, because I cannot imagine myself without a body and without the mind, but I can exist without the body and mind. But उसमें मजा ही नहीं है, कुछ मजा नहीं है. But that is a state when we are most happy, most joyous and most peaceful, and we seek that state. When is that? No, I'm very tired. I have done a lot of work. Now I just want to go to sleep and sleep. So in the sleep, I exist, but there is no body awareness, there is no mind awareness, there is no thought, but I exist. And then after waking up, I feel so refreshed. And there are some people who worship sleep because they can't sleep only. I can't sleep only properly, quietly, deeply like a baby, because I'm not ready to let go the attachment of the body and thoughts. In the sleep also, the thoughts are bothering me. So sleep doesn't come. Nidra Devi, we have to pray every day. Ki Bhagwan, Nidra Devi, she is called as a Devi. And Nidra Devi says, I cannot do anything because you are not letting go your waking state. What can I do? Still you want to hold on to the waking state. And why you are not able to let go the waking state? Because you have not followed the Karma Yoga principle in the waking state. That do your actions, do not have attachment to the results. So the dependency is not there. This is an important point in meditation, that I can exist without body and mind. Lord says that all these things very few are able to recognize. Now when Lord says, even if I have understood, I should not believe that all are understanding what Lord exactly wants to say in his manifest and unmanifest nature. Because we forget, and then the moment we forget, there will be sorrow, there will be delusion, there will be fear, there will be insecurity, there will be crying. The moment I know that the Lord is with me, I will feel secure, I will feel strong. Why? Why people are not able to recognize this? So Lord gives various reasons. That first of all, they get diluted by sattva, rajas, tamas mood. Constantly different moods keep happening. Constantly my mood is changing from tamas to rajas to sattva. Right now, what is the mood we must take? Suppose I am feeling sleepy, I am in tamasic mood. Suppose I am feeling restless, I am not able to concentrate on what is happening. I am doing 10 things. Along with listening, I am looking at the mobile phone, I am looking at the laptop. In one hand, there is newspaper. In one hand, there is tea. In one hand, I am talking to somebody else. Then I am in rajas mood. Suppose I am in sattva mood, then the sattva mood is the parameter of knowledge and joy. We saw that. And we are going to see that in the further chapters also. So whenever we are seeking knowledge and that joy we are getting from the knowledge, we are in the sattvic mood. Then too many likes, dislikes a person has, that so much of insistence, resistance. This should be like this should not be like this. With age and experience, we have to figure out whether my insistence, resistance is increasing, like, dislike is increasing, or I am becoming okay with everything. That is a very important point. We find old people, they start criticizing, complaining everything. Then that like, dislike becomes very, very small, rigid. Body becomes rigid, mind becomes rigid because I don't become vruddha. Vruddha means growth, vruddhi. I become old, I have not grown. As I start growing in life, I must start becoming more and more open, less and less like, dislike, less and less insistence, resistance, more and more letting go. Okay, you live your life. I have lived my life as I want. Then we want to advise, we want to force other people to live in the way how we have been living. That's the reason senior citizens always say, in my time, in my time, in my time. That means I have not grown because I have not let go my time. Now this is my time only. In our Shastra, there is nothing called as boredom. There is nothing called as boredom or retirement because our ashrams are very clear. Brahmacharya ashram, Grihastha ashram, Vanaprastha, Sannyas ashram. Everywhere we are having a goal. And they are not seeking liberation from death. They are not seeking liberation from anything. There are people who get into the family life. I don't want to leave family life only. God says, now Grihastha ashram must get over. Now you must come into Vanaprastha ashram. No, but without me, what will happen? Nothing is going to happen. Actually, all people are saying, okay, you just keep quiet, do your duty, that's all. Don't interfere in our life. But then one of the greatest habit, what most of us is advising people. So from today, we can take one vrata. Without asking, we must not advise anybody. If they ask twice some advice, we must give. Otherwise, we should not give any advice to anybody. Lord is there to give advice. Then I seek happiness in the manifest seen scenery. So I miss happiness from the source. And I am not seeking liberation. I am seeking more and more different experiences without understanding that another experience will again create more attachments. We never thought a person whom we create family will get so attached with family, children. We never understand when we get into the job how we get attached to all the people in the job whom we do not know are not related to us, and we get bothered. Attachments means I keep thinking about them. It keeps hurting me. I keep getting frustrated, irritated when they are not there in presence of me also. So I am not seeking liberation from change. Death is called change. Then how to reach you? By crossing this ocean. Delusion, confusion, sorrow, fear, insecurity in life constantly happening. Bhagavan says, many times this, Bhagavan has said, take refuge in me. Seek me alone. Okay, you do all your jobs as your duties efficiently with cheerful mind. But Seek me, don't seek that. Don't seek happiness in a job, don't seek happiness in a relationship. You enjoy it, but don't seek happiness. These two are different things. Transaction you enjoy, but there is no happiness in a job, there is no happiness in a relationship except God, because these things keep changing. Devote to me completely, worship me, because I am one permanent factor. The whole challenge is that I want permanent happiness from impermanent things. One person went to Guruji and asked, okay, I have got a job. Earlier I had got, my job was not permanent, but now I've got permanent job, confirmation. Where did you get this job? He told, in bank. In bank, I got permanent job. Then Guruji asked, okay, you got permanent job in a bank, but is that bank permanent? No, that I do not know. So I get permanent job in an impermanent organization, because any organization can collapse. So this permanency and impermanency is a factor I must contemplate upon, and that is the relationship of manifest and unmanifest nature of God. What God is saying is that this manifested world, creation, is always changing, impermanent. Every moment to moment, things are changing, and the unmanifest nature is the permanent factor that you seek. So I must be intelligent to know what should I seek in life. One of the interesting statement what I come across is that it is not what I am having is important in life. What am I seeking is more important. Today I may have many things, but what am I seeking from deep within? That is where my gati will go. With my grace only you will reach me, because all this creation is created by me. So you cannot go beyond this Maya without my grace. Those who are listening to, those who are also attending the Ishavasya Upanishad, there also the same thought is coming, where the seeker says, Bhagavan, I cannot go beyond your Maya. You only have to help, because you only have created this. I can only do certain sadhana to certain level, but beyond that I need your grace. So what is the example here? We must be feeling near to God within, because one example what we've seen is that the fish are there, which are the fishes which get caught? The fishes which are there away from the fisherman, because the fisherman throws the net away from him, and then the fishes which are away from him, they get caught. But suppose there is a fish next to his leg, will not get caught in the net, because I am holding on to the leg only of the fisherman. So we must be close to God. No, but I don't believe in God. We want to see that. What God you believe, whether manifest, unmanifest, with form, without form. No, I believe in nature. I believe in some power. I believe in some consciousness. Everything God says, it is me only. If you don't like God word, okay, you say consciousness, power, but that is me only. So we must be near, not away. So Bhagavan, okay, what are the different kinds of fishes? So now very interesting topic of today is coming. Lord says there are many devotees I have, but I have classified them into 4. There are 4 types of devotees. So now today we have to assess myself. It is a self-assessment test. That what kind of devotee I am. Because Lord gives so many assessment tests, in the Bhagavad Gita. You assess yourself, whether you are more sattva, rajas, tamas. And now one more interesting test here that Bhagavan says there are 4 types of devotees who come to me. Actually, before we go to these 4 types, even in our day-to-day life, our reading about people must be little bit better, because our reading about people, if they go wrong, in job also the recruitment will be problem, in relationship will be problem, that whom to get married, who should be our friends, who should I consider friends, Even in maid servant, when we are employing, our reading about maid servant must be good to that level, because if the maid servant is associated with some underworld word, then there is a problem. So our reading must be good. So this gives also one tip to us that what kind of people come to us. So basically, on a broad scale, there are 4 types of people who come in our life. So if anybody is coming to us, the first type are the people who will come to us with some help of asking to remove some problem of that particular person, that please help me. I am having this problem, that problem, that problem. Some problem is their relationship problem, financial problem, emotional problem. And then the person shares. The sharing also is some helping. Okay, I will listen to you. So that is a kind of person who will come to me. The second type of person will come to me for asking something. I am not having a problem, but I want some help from you. I want some money from you. I want something from you. I want something else from you. The third type of people who will come to me are not coming with a problem, are not coming with some want, but they want to know me. Okay, what happened to you? What happened to your children? What happened? Are they married? Then after married, are they having children? Okay, where is your child? What is happening? This is where half of the conversation goes. The person wants to know me. Why they want to know me? That they only know. But most of the time we ask question, okay, where do you live? Are you married? And if married, then why you're not? If not married, then why you're not getting? If married, then children, after children, where is the school? So all this. So they want to know about me. These are the maximum talks happen. And there are very, very few people who just come to me. They have no problems. They have no want. They are not interested in knowing much about me, that they just love me out of love. So then we must check that whether I am also going to somebody out of these 4 things, which is the important trigger for me to go to somebody, whether it is problem, whether it is want, whether it is knowledge, or whether it is love. This is what Lord says. So this concept now we have understood it at our level. Now at God's level, we will understand. Chaturvida bhajante mam. 4 types of people worship me. They are all my devotees. Why? Because when they have a problem, they come to me, not go to somebody else. That also is very, very important one. When we have a problem, we must go to the person who can solve that problem. Should not share with anybody. Suppose I want to cut hair, I must go to barber. Suppose I want to stitch clothes, I must go to tailor. No. While sharing, I feel good, but I must know whether that sharing will not create problem in that particular person. What are the 4? Artho, Jnyasu, Artharthi, Jnani. 4 types of people are my devotees, because they all think about me. They come to me for seeking something. What are they seeking? We'll see the 4 things. They worship me for 4 reasons. They have done good karmas, so they remember me. So very important point, that when there is a problem, I'm going to God, not going to my neighbor who cannot solve my problem. God means what God has written in Bhagavad Gita. I must pray in the temple, but I must read in Bhagavad Gita and see what answer Lord is giving to my problem. Because they say that all questions are answered in Bhagavad Gita. So what are the 4 types? Seeker of a solution. Artha, this person is called as a Artha, wants to get rid of some sorrow, misery, trouble. There are people who are having some physical problem, some illness, nothing is working, then they think of God. Bhagwan, abhi kuch nahi, abhi aap bacha lo. Some financial trouble, some trouble of relationship, then they come to God. But at least God says they are coming to me now. Draupadi first of all looked at Bhishma Pitama, then looked at Dhritarashtra, then looked at all her 5 husbands. They all put their hand down. Then Draupadi called Lord Krishna. भगवान अभी ये तो नहीं बचाने वाले, आप बचा लो. Then Lord said, okay, now you are coming to me, I will save you. So this Artha person remembers God when the person is in trouble. Important point. When there is some pain, when there is some sorrow, when there is some fear, when there is a problem, then I remember God from, no, I do puja and japa every day, but I don't remember him when there is a problem in my life and really there is nobody to solve, then I remember God. That is a Artha person. Example, what has been taken is Gajendra Moksha. There is a story in our Puranas come. This Gajendra is elephant and he is caught by a crocodile and then he calls for God and God comes and saves him. So why does God gives us trouble also? Puts us in a problem because God says, you're forgetting me. Dukh mein sumire na sab kare, sukh mein kare na koy. Jo sukh mein sumire na kare, dukh kahe ko hoy. Kabir Das ji says. So who are these people who wants to just feel better, who wants to feel better in life? So for that they remember God from deeply. So one who wants to feel better. So we will have 4 sentences in this similar types. The second one, seeker of a desire. The first one is a seeker of a solution. The second one is a seeker of desire, artharthi. Want something more from me to enjoy prosperity. Examples are 100. When exam is there, then I will, take coconut and then Bhagwan, my exam is there. When something is there, Bhagwan, take care of me. When there is a promotion, appraisal, Bhagwan, please help me. My appraisal is going to be there. Bhagwan, give me some kind of more money. So one person got so wild on Bhagwan because he was seeking lottery. Bhagwan, mujhe lottery laga do. Bhagwan, mujhe lottery laga do. And one day he got angry that Bhagwan, you're not giving me money out of lottery. Bhagwan appeared immediately. Bhagwan said, at least buy the ticket. You're not buying the ticket also. So at least that much effort you take, then I can ensure that you get the lottery money, whatever you want, but at least buy the ticket. You do your duty, you do your job. So that is artharthi. One who wants to have something to feel better, have a better lifestyle. So Artha is a person who wants to feel better. Artharthi is a person who wants to have better lifestyle. Then the third one is a Jnani, Jidnyasu, wants to know me. So we are reading Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavan, I want to know you. No, I understand manifest, unmanifest nature, but what will I get? So again, I will become Artharthi. Wants to know. I want to have a relationship with God because without knowledge, there cannot be relationship. This person reads the scriptures, listen to scriptures, want to discuss about this God's nature. So now we have to remember that God has told his challenge that don't think that you have understood this manifest and unmanifest nature just by one listening. You have to keep discussing this. Because when Lord says that very few people understand this, then we have to be careful. This person reads the scriptures, is interested in scriptures on Sunday morning to listen and attends regularly, makes notes, reads, does manan, asks questions to clarify whether my understanding is correct or not, because I want to know. Example, Uddhavji, Naradji, one who wants to know better. Better things are there to know. I don't want to know what is happening in Lalu Prasad's life. I don't want to know what is happening in Sushant's case. The general knowledge, it's okay. Otherwise, people keep talking about Ukraine, people keep talking about Gaza, people keep talking about, that neighbor's marriage, they took this, then this happened, and that happened, and how was the food. But I'm not interested in knowing all those things now. I want to know better things in life. So I want to read Bhagavad Gita. And the fourth one, which Lord is going to say immediately, that among these four categories, I love the fourth one the most. So these three are called as Sakam Prem. I want something from the Lord, so I am worshipping the Lord. So I seek Him because I want something from Him. I am praying to the Lord, I am doing puja, I am doing japa, which is very good because I am not praying to somebody else. I am praying to Lord only, who is the boss. So this is called as a Sakam Prem. But the seeker of love. So first one is a seeker of solution, second one is seeker of desire, third one is seeker of knowledge, and the fourth one is seeker of love. Jnani just loves me. Nishkama Prem. Constant remembrance. Doesn't want anything from me, but just loves me as I am. And as I am means by understanding both the natures. So all saints, Shukdevji, gopis, used to forget everything and then just love God. Even though God went, never came back to Gokul again, but still their love enhanced. One doesn't want anything from me. So now what are the sentences to remember? Seeker of solutions, one who wants to feel better. Seeker of desire, one who wants to have better. Seeker of knowledge, one who wants to know better. And the seeker of love, one who doesn't want anything, just want to experience the love because love is inside. Relationship is outside, but I can experience the love without that person in my presence also. That's how gopis loved Krishna. Among all above, Jnani is the dearest to me and I am dearest to him. So now very important, I may love God, but does the God loves me? So there were, Naradji was once, this doubt came that who is the best devotee? So in one list, his name was the highest, that you love God the best. But he told God, so he showed him another list also. He told this is also another list. But in that list, Naradji's name was not there. He told, whom do I love the most? Hanumanji. Arjun was loved by Krishna more. Tesham jnani nityayukta eka bhaktir vishishyate. Why? Because Jnani knows my own nature, his own nature and God's nature as one. He is a Jnani because I love myself the most. Whatever happens to my body, it's okay, We are okay with whatever dirt coming out of our body, we are okay with it. But somebody else's body dirt coming, we are not okay because there is oneness. So wherever there is oneness, there is love. Wherever there is division, there is anger, frustration, irritation. So such jnanis are rare. Because now the jnani knows, again to repeat, that his nature and my nature are one. So that is a sign of enlightenment. That is a sign of Sita Prajna. Wherever there is oneness, there is love. However my body is, I love my body and I don't want to sacrifice it. Guruji gives very interesting joke on this. There are people who are having some wound, and there is a lot of bandage on it and there is a lot of pus on it. And then the person is not able to walk. And then people come to visit him. And when people come to visit him, he says, come, what happened? What happened? This happened, that happened. And the story he tells everybody. And he says, oh, wait, I will show you the wound, I don't want to see the pus and the blood and the muscle. But the person is interested because he is not feeling any dirtiness in that, the pus and the blood, because his own wound. No, let me show you the wound and the pus, No, I don't want to see it. I just came to see you. Naimittik karma, obligation. Because there is oneness. If my hand goes in my finger goes in my eyes, another hand will come and soothe. But suppose somebody else's finger goes, I curse him. This is Gurudev's example. So the Jnani knows the oneness. So that should be our goal, that the self in me is self in all. So many devotees seek many different things as per their faith and nature. So that I give them. Ya yam yam tamnun bhakta shraddhayam architum icha. Whatever is their faith, whatever is their desire, whatever is their seeking, I give them. And there are many people who seek different things in life. I give them till the person starts praying. So our prayer must change. Bhagwan, give me whatever I want. No. We must say, Bhagwan, give me whatever you want to give me, because you will give the best to me. Do not give whatever I want, because I may be wrong in my seeking. I may seek anything which may take me away from my goal of life. And why do we seek all the things? Because our desires are different, and our desires are sattvic, rajasic, tamasic. So we seek different things. Tasya achalam shraddham tam eva viddhami aham. So I give them whatever they want. But at the same time, all the time, Lord doesn't give what we desire. Lord gives us what we deserve, because Lord knows what is our past, present, and future. So sometimes when we don't get anything what we want, sometimes we must pray to Lord Bhagwan, thank you very much for not giving me, because this has made me a different person. Sometimes Lord will delay something, whatever we want, because Lord says, I will want to give something better. And sometimes Lord gives us immediately what we want, because He says, this is the appropriate thing for you. So whatever situation we are put into, whatever people come in our life, we must not creep, complain, cry and say, no, what happened? Some people leave away from our life. That is the best thing to happen at that particular point. So we are going to see what people seek differently, and then Lord is going to expound His unmanifest nature in all this creation in different examples. So I take this opportunity to invite you in Chembur from 26th to 30th, 18th chapter. Swami Advaitanandji is going to come. So we have completed all 18 chapters here, and Swami Advaitanandji only came. He is one of the master who has taken courses, and the evening session is in Hindi. Morning session we are going to do Kenopanishad, 26th December to 30th December in Chembur in Saraswati Vidyalaya. We also want volunteers, those who want to come forward for some seva, be at the bookstall, invited. If you cannot come but want to help the yajna by sponsoring the shloka, because we are going to ask for sponsorship of the verses, please come. Or if you want to call Swamiji for bhiksha at home, a sannyasi coming at home and we offering food is one of the great dana, because it reaches the entire universe. So that is possible. There are many possibilities which in my mission gives us to serve, because that also is very difficult, platforms to serve. So 26th December to 30th December, this yajna is going to be there. 7 to 8:30 in the evening, morning 7 to 8 Upanishad, Kenopanishad. This will not be streamed live, so you'll have to come, or maybe Swamiji might put up the recordings later on if he wishes. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you. Hari Om, sir. Thank you.
Sir, thank you so much, sir.
Hari Om Prasadji. Thank you.
Hari Om Prasad. Thank you.
Cannot open my video, start my video. He says the host has muted my video. Prasadji,
Haji, it would have happened. Maybe
can you
there was
ask
a lot of
Thank you,
movement
Prasad.
happening the video, so we close it because that's an only video on. Only one.
the video for my
Hari Om. Thank you so much.
Hari
you
Om.
can't start.
Now we can see.
Host has stopped it. Now it's come.
If there is a lot of movement happening in the room, then we close it because then the entire screen, only one video is on, one or two.
I wanted to introduce you to Ramurthi's sister, elder sister.
I saw her earlier. Yes.
I'll make her sit here. You can talk to her.
Hari Om, Hari Om.
Okay, Pranam ji, Pranam.
Hari Om, Hari Om. I saw you in the beginning. You were there.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
She also listened to your talk today.
Acha. I know she was smiling and laughing with some jokes.
No. We're talking all about who Lord Krishna, like who's the best, right? Arti, Arti, Jnani, Jigyasu. So we are all just learning that process of, how to even love the God, and how to make him love us. Should be like, not only we love him, he should love us.
Correct.
Bhagavatam in Krishna, this thing.
Yeah,
is there.
Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, both.
Yeah, that's what he says. So,
So I have a question.
Hari.
Actually, so there are two sides of a coin. People, one side, they are saying that, that Hinduism is dying. There's so much conversion happening. Other side, people are saying, no, Hinduism is not dying. And you also said, that, God is one. So there's so much disconnect, I just want to understand what is the right thing happening.
So definitely even the Islam Christianity says God is one. The only difference
Right.
in their religion and our philosophy is that we say God is in everything. Whereas according to them, God is not there in people, things, and that's the reason they are okay to kill, etc. That's number one point. So there is a slight difference in the approach. The second is that definitely we have to awaken ourselves to preserve our culture and to spread it more and more and not remain in utopian dream that God will take care of his religion and culture. So each one of us having responsibility. So these masters like Swami Chinmayananda, Athavale Maharaj, all these people, spread this knowledge where this knowledge remains alive. So it is everyone's responsibility to learn our culture, learn our religion, learn our philosophy, what it is. And it is also important that if you ask generally Hindus that, please tell me 5 principles of Hindu religion, you see how many people are able to tell. But if you ask other people, at least they are able to say certain things because of the vastness of our religion. So it is true that we have to take care, we have to preserve, because this is one of the oldest one, and we have to take efforts. Whatever I can do, I must do, and rest I leave to God that way. Because of the vastness and because there are various schools of thoughts, philosophies, it is very important that the right message goes to people.
But sir, you also mentioned, that God does whatever is right for us, right? Then why why think about all this then?
Yeah, because
God is doing
only human beings has a choice.
Right.
Because the choice is not given to even devatas and things and animals and plants, but we have a choice. So definitely there is one aspect which is available with us called as choice and freedom to choose. So we should not give this kind of philosophy and understand this, that everything belongs to God, because that is a false statement, an invalid statement. Because everything belongs to God, then why do I go out and work and earn money and get married? I must sit at one place if I really believe in that and see whether God gives me everything. Suppose I have really that faith. But we have double standards. When it comes to our own life, then we want to do everything and then go and shop and then go and work and then go and do everything. So suppose I really believe that God is doing everything, then I must leave everything and sit and then see everything God, whatever he does, and then watch, and suppose he gives food, I must eat. But then for me, I do everything. In the same way, self-effort and karma yoga, which is again very, very important, which I must read carefully. That
Okay.
even though Lord says that I am the creator, but you have a choice given in this particular life to choose actions and choose it correctly. And those who protect the dharma, dharma protects them. That.
So, so can Hinduism or Sanatan Dharma ever demise? You think?
No, it
That's
will
also
not.
possible.
It will not. But at the same time, that should not be an excuse that I should not do anything. God will do it, because that was one wrong philosophy which prevailed because of some kind of Hindu priest. They said that God does everything. When some kind of attack comes from tomorrow, Pakistan attacks us, China attacks us, we should not sit quietly in the room and say, no, God will take care of China and Pakistan, and then we should not take Astra Shastra and fight, because all our gods are having Astra Shastra. Only we are not having Astra Shastra.
Okay.
So suppose we want to protect Hinduism and religion, then we have to do something with Astra Shastra. So
But God will not come
philosophy to think that God will take care, because that is only Hindus thing.
Right.
If any attack happens, we should not sit quietly. We must defend ourselves.
But so just for the sake of argument, will God not come to protect us?
God protects those people who protect themselves.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So then
My
we can get
request
into.
to you is that you must first learn about what is the nature of God. And I have not asked you any questions. So what is your understanding about God? What is your So you should ask questions. First of all, what is your concept of what kind of God will protect you?
Okay.
You think the God is sitting in heaven and watching your actions and then seeing what is right and wrong, then nothing wrong would have happened, because all things happens in this life. Then there wouldn't have been any Rakshasas, there wouldn't have been any fight between Devatas and Rakshasas, and there should not be any bad people, but we see all this happening. So I think you need to read more on what is the concept of God, the creation, and what is this nature of world, what we are having. We can see all bad people, good people, cunning people, sadhu, santa everywhere.
Right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Concept of God is very important to understand. That is there in 7 to 12 chapter.
Okay.
Sir, so the question only gets at the awareness that God has sent through Uncle Ji, that you be alert. Every time I will not come to save you. He will just make us aware that now you be alert and try to protect yourself. So he will come in the form, maybe not directly as a Krishna and Rama, maybe us only. So we also are his messenger. We can take that way also, no? That awareness is coming. How to protect ourselves.
We must do our duty. That is an important point. Our duty is dharmo rakshati rakshata. We must protect our dharma. As other religion people are protecting their dharma, we must protect our dharma. We must project our dharma. We must spread our dharma. That is a duty.
Thank you, sir, for the engrossing
Good questions. I think you must keep attending the sessions, and 7 to 12, suppose you attend. Now we are going to discuss about God only. Nature of God. There are different concepts of God we must understand.
Hari Om Prasad ji.
Hari Om, Hari Om.
Hari Om Prasad ji. Thank you very much.